Welcome family. Season 2. We back at it. It's been a little minute, you know what I'm saying? But we back at it on the Big Money No Problem Talk podcast show, man, where we get straight and to the point, man. I'm Chuck, aka Big Will, with my brother from another over there, AG, aka Mr. Ileana Jones.
What up? What up?
What's good, man? And we also want to let y'all know, man, y'all back up in the shop, man. You already know we got our peoples up in here today. Go ahead, Keys, introduce yourself out there.
Man, 88 Keys checking in with the boys. You know what I'm saying? We back. And y'all know what it is. We finna have another one for y'all. Sit back, go ahead to my other brother, Furmane.
There you go. Go ahead, Furmane.
Hey, y'all already know what it is, man. Big Money No Problems Talk podcast. I'm glad to have all my brethren, all my four brethren back here today, man. To give y'all a good show, man. It's good for perspectives, man. Look at the tagline. Y'all already know, man. IG Furmane Entertainment. Y'all can see my lit life, man. We drop music, we got skits, movies, all that going on, man. Yo, shout outs, man.
Already, man. And before we get started, we want to let y'all know, man, that the Big Money No Problem Talk podcast show is sponsored by Mill Hub Media, Found Entertainment, where they have a selection of new artists and gamers. We also want to let y'all know, man, y'all can check us out on those internet airwaves, man. Check us out all the time on that One United radio station, which you can stream at oneunited.radio.com, or you can download the One United Radio app. You can also check us out, man. We're getting all this shit together in terms of coming back on when it comes to that 92 KLZ radio. You know what I'm saying? Back to the music on this one, too. There's a lot been going on in that, so we're going to have some more conversations. But you can check us out there. We'll be back at it every Saturday, man, from 5 to 6. That's the number one radio station out of Houston, Texas, internet radio station out of Houston, Texas. You can stream them live at 92kelz.com, or you can download the 92KELZ app to get on. Check it out. And also, man, just continue to support us, man. We still moving, downloads still coming. We just appreciate everything that's going on with us, man. So, hey, we just gonna keep continuing to give y'all what what y'all want to hear. So just stay tuned in. So, like I said, man, we back up in this shop, man, and as I always say, man, do what you gotta do to vibe out with us tonight. And we're about to get straight into the point. So the topic of conversation for tonight, man, I hit up AG, man, and it's something that I've been kind of wanting to talk about for a little second since the incident happened. But it's kind of in conjunction with like overall when they talk about basically friends and business, can the two really, really coexist? You know what I'm saying? And it's to give you a background on why I wanted to talk about this. It was the situation with the Joe Budden podcast and how all that shit went down, and it was kind of crazy on just how public that shit was and how it was just a whole it was a whole situation. So it just kind of put me into the thought process of something that I kind of been wanting to talk about for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because all of us in the shop, man, we know each other. It's a long history of knowing each other. And
a lot of history.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I wanted to know, can business and friends really, really coexist? So just to kind of kick it off before I leave it to the floor, in my opinion, can it coexist? I think it kind of depends on the length of the friendship and what type of business it really is, and the conversations and the communication level you have with those friends. Because you got friendships to where motherfuckers tiptoe around being real with each other. And then you got friendships where motherfuckers gonna let motherfuckers know what it is and not gonna take any offense to it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it kind of comes in on that along those lines, like what type of friendships you have and what type of business you're trying to get on with. I mean, it's kind of what y'all think.
But when you use that word friendship, Chuck,
yeah,
and then you say that there's a lag in communication, is that really a friendship though?
That's real.
Or would that be an association?
That's what I'm saying. Like I want to say the friendship.
I'm just challenging your term of the word friendship.
I just want to say friendship in the sense of somebody you've known for a very, very long time, not somebody you just met in the business. You get what I'm saying? So when it comes to a relationship that you have with somebody that you've known for a long time, you are right. It shouldn't be an issue for you to have to tiptoe around in person to have real talk conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got to do that, then like you said, is that friendship really solid? Is that really something?
Is it categorized under that term friend or friendship? Because there are a lot of terms that we can use for under that umbrella of relationship.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, there's a lot of terms.
That's true too.
So when so when I hear you say a word, like I'm a stickler for words. I'm really a stickler for words, and and I hear you, and I hear your topic, and as far as like that term friend or friendship, when it really like when you really have a friend or friendship with someone for even if it's not even for a long time, even if it was just a good time where a person needed somebody and they was there for you, good ear, you know, in a short time. But can that truly exist in business? I'm gonna tell you something. Only under certain circumstances, you know, and those circumstances is respected manhood, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
And once again, I have an example of me and Chuck potentially combining in business as friends. And once again, my forward looking ass said, "Oh no, this is the last hurrah right here. This is my last like friend though." I said, "Oh, I'm about to do business." I said, "Nah," and I had to stop it because I had to analyze how me and my last Mohican is going to come together and all be in manhood and be able to do business at the same time as friends, you know? And that's how I had to look at it, because what I don't want to do with my last Mohican is ruin the friendship though. You know what I'm saying? Because of some money and because of business, because we couldn't collab on some more, because this man made me feel like a boy and not a man, or didn't respect me like a man and treated me like a boy. And that's what's going to end friendships right there in business. Because what you're not going to do is treat your friend like a boy, and you're looking like a man in a situation. It's not going to settle with some men. Most real men.
I don't really, I can't really say that it's more so about a respect and manhood. You know what I mean? I think it's just more so a respect for, you know what I mean, understanding what business is. You know what I'm saying? You can't, you know, manhood ain't got really got nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand that when you conducting business with somebody, you know what I mean, that's strictly what that is. You gotta set that friendship to the side. You know what I mean? We'll talk friendship, you know what I mean, shit after, you know what I mean, after hours. You know what I mean, after we've conducted all business, you know what I mean, with clear minds and you know what I mean, and solid, you know what I mean, solid minds in what we doing. You know what I mean? Once you start incorporating too much of the friendship aspect in the business, you know what I mean, things go south. You know what I mean? You get that, hey bro, I ain't got this right now, you know what I mean, you from me on this end, you know what I mean, and I get it on the back end, you know what I mean, but then shit, you don't come with it on the back end. Now I got a problem, you know what I mean, which is where the business starts to fall.
But AG, and I'm not trying to be like a gender bias, but we all are men in here, or males, whatever you want to call us. And as far as a man is concerned, if a man is feeling respected in his manhood, I think he'll tend to do business with you. You know, and that's all I'm saying, AG, is that if all parties are being respected as a man, and a man meaning that he's able to have his own civilization and the other man is able to have their own civilization, a la family or associates, and we're all able to come together and feel respected, I think friendship and business will last. I think it could work. But that term manhood and respect is something that has to be utilized in our ecosystem.
True.
To survive in business, to survive in life, you know. And one thing I saw from Joe Budden didn't respect his cast as a man or as in manhood. It's not that he didn't respect them. He didn't respect them in manhood. In manhood, they wanted a percentage But Joe Budden wanted to make them salary. Because one show can make 10,000, another show can make 20,000. They wanted to feel like men, and I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all from Rory and Mo. I would want the same thing.
It's like this, though. It's like this. It has to be, an initial agreement, that initial contract. You know what I'm saying? Contracts must be written up. You know what I mean? Okay.
And it was, though. And it was. They had lawyers and everything, AG. They had lawyers and everything on.
So at the point when, okay, if you're talking renegotiating the contract, then that's one thing. But if your contract was already, drew up to the point that this is what, you a salaried employee here, you know what I'm saying? Then
this started off as a percentage.
Percentage-based contract.
Percentage-based contract. And he tried to turn them into salary to keep more money. Understandable. Okay. Joe Budden, you're being respected, not in your rap career, but in your podcast career. I get it. Now he's getting respect now. Now he's getting the dollars, and now he's trying to keep more because everybody cheated him and slighted him before. And I get it, man. But goddamn, you got to treat your compadres, man, the people that came in with you, man, like men. And that's why I say manhood and respect in business, especially with males and men. We have to make our friends make sure they are in manhood, whether that be through the contracts of business or whether that be through conversation, like, yo, how you talk to me over here? Is you cool over here? You ain't got to talk to me like that. It's just all through a format of type of conversation and contractual situations to go with that. So everybody's different in their manhood, but it has to be stated. A manhood, it should be able to state what they want, confidently, and what they won't accept. And they do it with respect. So, yeah, and that's why I say AG. I wasn't trying to overcomplicate it or anything like that. I get that. I've been through this before with friends. I've done business with friends, and they tried to keep me in boyhood, and I won't accept that. Not even from my dad.
See, look, I won't accept situations. The only problem with the friends thing, friends tend to take advantage of friends. I've been in situations, partnered up with some people, we got jobs to do. This when I was working in the electrical field. We been privatized, we didn't pushed on doing our own thing, but then you get this type of scenario, people coming in late, taking advantage of the situation based on the fact that we boys. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like little stuff that you wouldn't do if you was to, kept
somebody else.
Right. You're gonna pull that move now. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing is if the situation ain't done properly, not only do we lose this business, but we're gonna lose this friendship too. You know what I mean? Because once the business lost, somebody got to answer for this money that I'm great miss though. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but I am guilty of nepotism, AG. I am guilty of it. I feel like for the loyalty and business relationships I have with certain people, that I feel like I am due grace and certain perks. My personal opinion, though, if I work for you for 20 years, yeah, I deserve some grace and perks, man. I didn't mean to get y'all to win on this. No bulls.
You said 20 years. I get all that. You done put time in. But I'm just saying, like, in terms of, because I think that like what you said right there, AG was right on point. It's the fact that you get some who want to take advantage of situations. And me and you done, tried to help out, i.e. Young artists, when we was looking at that situation and sometimes feeling like, we being taken advantage of because we funding a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like
the young guy wasn't serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, where's the reciprocal? Where's the money we putting in and the work we putting in for all this shit? You get what I'm saying? Right. And you try to give certain people benefit of the doubts because it's like, nigga, you look at them as family. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, nigga, where's your end of the bargain? it's still a job, it's still work, it's still a grind through all of us. You know what I'm saying? And because it's that, we respecting you as such and wanting to help out as such. But don't make me feel like I'm helping out to the point that where I feel like I'm getting taken advantage of. Because when I feel like I'm getting taken advantage of, then we go have some questions. And then we're going to have some problems. And then now you got these whole other scenarios, you know what I'm saying, tied to a friendship that you probably had for, like you say, 20 plus years, 10, 15 plus years. And all that shit go down the drain over one misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying? And so I do feel like communications and everything like that has to be, you know what I'm saying, talked about in the forefront when you're trying to put business together with people. Because the thing is, you want to eat with the people that you close with. Like, I ain't never seen nobody who want to eat with just random.
But you know what I'm saying? You have to know how to structure your business, though. You know what I mean? It's a reason why you assign, you know what I mean, roles and positions and duties. You know what I mean? So everybody knows to, you know what I mean, stay in their lane. So you know what I mean, bro, this boom. Okay, if I'm CEO, you know what I mean, and bro, you vice president, or unless we go into a LLP, it's a limited partnership, limited liability partnership. You know what I mean? Then that kind of gets fuzzy because it's now. I'm gonna say something. I was told before, you know what I mean, never go, you know what I mean, into a, you know what I mean, full-fledged partnership. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still other, you know what I mean, other remnants. You know what I'm saying? It's people, you know what I mean, that person's life is now tied to yours like a marriage. You know what I mean? So all they downfalls, you know what I'm saying? All they downfalls become your downfalls now. You know what I mean? So we can do business together, but you know what I mean, we have to structure this thing in the proper fashion so that nobody, you know what I'm saying, nobody is afflicted by anybody else's, you know what I mean, personal situation or outside situation. And anybody can, you know what I mean, really anybody can go. And you have to understand that, if you ain't doing business right, I ain't got no problem with saying, bro, hey, nope, you got to go. The same way I would, you know, expect somebody to tell me though, too. You feel?
Mm-hmm. And that shouldn't be a hard conversation. You get what I'm saying? And the person who you having that conversation with, you already know that they ain't doing what they supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? But like you said though, when you got that connection, and it's a little bit deeper than just a business partnership or relationship, like you say, niggas feel like they can take advantage of certain shit. Damn, nigga, can I get away with this one time? You let me slide this one time? No, nigga, if I wouldn't let a normal employee slide this one time, why the fuck would I let you slide this one time?
On everything.
Yeah, but hold on.
I seen folks bring the kids into play and every damn thing, bro. You know, man, it's my little one. You know what I mean? You know, I gotta. But you wouldn't be able to do that. You know what I mean? And if this situation was under different terms, you see what I'm saying?
But there's two sides. There's two sides to this coin, y'all. Because I mean, of course, we're talking about the employee, but the employer friend could be taking advantage of the employee friend as well. I've been on both sides.
Real deal.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's real deal. That's real deal.
Saying? Where they overwork you because they know that you cool with them, or they're underpaid because they know you cool with them and you did something for you, so you know the friend gonna be loyal to you. You know, it's a lot of taking advantage on that side as well. We can't negate that
at all.
Because I've been taking advantage of.
I done seen some situations where, you know what I mean, hey, bro, I can't, you know what I mean, I can't even pay you just yet because they ain't cut the check yet, and you know what I mean, just hold off. You know what I mean? I know you got to pay your rent, bro. I got you. You know what I'm saying? But just hold off till they, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're right about that. You know what I mean? And at that point in time, me speaking personally, that's when I gotta say fuck.
No, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. As an employer, I just want the same grace as the white man. That's all. If the white man take 2 weeks to pay you, allow me, black man, just give me I'm gonna pay you in less than 2 weeks. But don't bark at me because the white man that paid you 3 weeks in the hole, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, you didn't work.
Got the little homie. Look at her.
Cutest thing ever.
Bomb the show. Bomb the show.
Oh, man. Hey. That is the most cutest, innocent thing ever. Hey. Oh, look at! I want to give me that hug. I want to hug. You bring me back to my little baby days. I want to hug her. What?
Hey man, how
Oh,
your
over here.
caveman ass produced that?
I don't know
You know
what
what I'm
pretty came out of you.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
had ugly. You know what I'm saying? That
What's
thing
up,
is the
man?
most precious thing in the world. Look at that right there.
Talking to you.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
when he get older, I'm gonna be like nephew. You know what I mean? Your daddy gave you all of what was good in him. Anything that was good in him, that just that's what you got. You know what
That's what you got. Woo! Look at that right there. That is the most precious thing. I forgot what I was even saying. He done brought the daggone life in this thing.
He show ball.
That life of life.
You know what I'm saying? But
Brought me reminiscing, got me on reminiscing on my little baby days. Yeah, damn. And slight envious. And it's such an envy.
Hey, you almost made me want another one, but that feeling kind of stuck.
Yeah, I like you.
Oh, man.
Not jealousy. I'm not jealous.
Quick.
Yeah, it would have went quick as hell, though. You know what I mean?
It would have went quick.
Yep, the kids, all that. Running around.
Them diapers.
Yep, diapers.
Woo, the diapers. Woo.
Yeah.
Oh, they ain't
But
even
nah,
know. I
man.
hit reset. I got twin girls in August.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
Twin girls
if
in
nothing
August.
else, bro, I'm praying for you. You know I'm
And
praying
then
for you.
they gonna want to be up under daddy though, man. That's what you gotta realize. They gonna want to be up under you. And they gonna be up under mommy. Nah, they like mommy. But daddy gonna make them laugh.
But just take them right back with you.
Daddy gonna make them laugh. Daddy gonna make them giggle with the butterfly. With the kisses though, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, you got a task on your hands.
Say bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
All right, future entrepreneur.
I got two girls. I get it, man. And they both 18 and 19 years old. I got it. Ooh.
Yeah, but nah, just to get back on topic a little bit, but now I get you, Furmane, when you talking about how we tend to like you say, let the white man get away with how they move. Then you coming at us as employers and homies and all them. But
You get mad because I pay you on Monday over the weekend. I mean, I've got people trying to fight me because I done waited 2 days to pay them over. 2 days. I got you on Monday. And they want to fight me. And
Oh, yeah, we
the white man could do you 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Don't do me like that.
But again, though, you know what I mean? On both sides of it, though. Again, on both sides of it, you know what I mean? What's already understood. If if I'm the employer and I tell you I'm paying you every 2 weeks, every second Friday, you know what I mean? Then that's my obligation. You know what I mean? But you have some people that, you know what I mean, take advantage of it. Like, man, he cool. That's my boy. You know what I mean? I can hold off a couple of days, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to take out of your stipend, you know what I'm saying? Your funds to pay. You know what I mean? When in all due reality, you know what I'm saying? Even if the check didn't come from the client, you know what I mean? You got to pay that money out your pocket. You have to be the one, you know what I'm saying, that's postponed on the funds going into your account. You know what I mean? You got somebody over here that you know what I mean, that you demand, well, I ain't gonna say demanding, but you expecting this work. You want this work done on time. You know what I mean? And this is your boy too. So even if nothing else, you know what I mean, your boy is doing this work on time. You know what I mean? Pay that person on time.
Respectfully.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
And it's just like you said.
I pay my members respectfully.
But like you were saying earlier, though, like in terms of being able to have that communication, even if your homie is considered the boss over you, because I feel like even in that scenario, I can still play the employee role with you. You know what I'm saying? But like you were saying, Furmane, it still has to be a respect factor though, because you know I know you. Yeah, but you know I know you personally. You get what I'm saying? So don't talk to me or disrespect me in the manner that you may disrespect somebody who don't know you. You get what I'm saying? So it's almost like you come at me funny, and then you can't get mad at me if I check you on some other shit, because it's a little bit more beyond than just employee and employer relationship. You know what I'm saying?
the shit about as gray, as much of a gray area as saying, you know what I mean, is asking if men and women can really be, you know what I'm saying, platonic friends. You know what I mean? It's a whole lot of gray area in that
Yeah,
situation.
buddy.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
she
'cause
can
if your dick
be
get hard
irritating.
one time, it is a wrap. You gonna have dreams. You gonna have all types. That's so. You got
Straight up.
what?
That's straight up, though.
Man? No bullshit.
But the bottom
That shit
line of
crazy,
it, though,
though.
you know what I mean? It does have to be a certain level of respect given and received on both ends. You know what I mean? It has to be.
And,
You know what I
and,
mean?
That's what
a probably more delicate respect on the employer side. A more delicate respect. A more like approach of, okay, how can we get you to manhood while we here? I want to get you to manhood so you don't resent me. I still want to be friends with you. If that employer thinks like that, I promise you the friendship will stay.
Let's put it in the perspective of an actual partnership, actually partnering up with your homie. You know what I'm saying?
Or franchise.
Because that's but you know what I mean, even still, that's still a whole different. That's still a whole different. It's a whole different lane. You know what I mean? Versus the structure. You know what I mean? Okay, CEO, VP. You know what I'm saying? We actually partners. Let's put it in perspective of that. How do you know what I'm saying? How do you maintain the respect level? You know what I'm saying? Or how heavy is the respect level in a, you know what I mean? Let's just say a LLP. You know what I'm saying? Both our names on the line. You know what I mean? Both of us, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we both banking on this. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, it's do you cross lines? You know what I mean? Do you tell your partner, like, you know, hey man, shit, he might be out, you know, y'all might go out, he might get the wilding. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you can't do this right now. You know what I mean? He'd be like, nah, I'm kicking it. You know what I'm saying? But nah, bro, we got this. You put me in jeopardy. You know what I mean? Now he feels you know what I'm saying? Feels like you coming at him.
And to me, that's where I think sometimes you really got to question whether or not, like what Furmane was saying, are we really friends or was we associates acting like friends? You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, because it starts to get a little bit more of a thought process in that. Because if I can't sit here, if we go out, me and AG doing what we doing with what we got going on, and if he sit here seeing me, hey Chuck, man, you might want to chill out with that shit, man. We got this, we got to worry about finance. And if I'm sitting here disrespecting this man, like, nah, fuck that. I'm going to still do blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? You question shit. You know what I'm saying? Damn, why did I even get into this shit with this man? Because shit looks solid from the forefront. And then next thing you know, I'm just trying to talk to him on the business shit. You know what I'm saying? But then as a man, like you saying, AG, you ain't gonna take the disrespect, because you can now it goes into a whole other level of bullshit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
saying?
It's
like, nigga, who is you to check me? You know
exactly. Like,
who is you to check me?
It goes into a whole other level of bullshit. And then it's I'm
gonna throw a whole nother spin on it. All right, that's now those are controllable clauses. What about uncontrollable clauses? You know what I mean? Because again, you know what I mean? Your personal life tied in with mine. You know what I mean? Okay, now you get ready to go through, you know what I'm saying, a situation, a financial situation on your end that, you know what I mean, they get ready to take, you know what I'm saying, and start taking. Yeah, so now how does that affect me now? You know what I mean? So is it okay, since it's affecting me? Is it okay for me to start giving you some type of advice, but you don't want to give advice because it could be child support, it could be, you know what I mean, alimony, it could be, you know what I mean, anything marital, you know what I'm saying, where all right, now they coming in, they checking. You know what I mean? Now they counting my pockets too.
Hey, AG, I got another twist for you. What if you're partnered with somebody's in the criminal activity?
Real deal.
You know what I'm saying? And then guess what?
It tends
so when they come in,
but it tends to happen.
No, this is real what happened to me. I had a business partner that was in some situations, some criminal activity in. And then when the shit hit the fan and the laws came, I'm clean. But my partner's dirty.
Yep.
Which makes me dirty.
So you just as dirty as him.
And that's the home. And your partner is your home.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, and then by the G codes, you can't sell them out like, nah, here, I'm doing this. He doing that over there. You can't sell them out. You know what I'm saying? So Where does
But
that?
that's just like, but I mean, and that's the, and once again, you got to know you got to know your circle, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't even want to speak on it like that though, but I'm just saying though, like, yeah, your partner in various ways could hurt you in LLP or LLC or in corporation and all that shit. You know? So you got to watch the people you do business with. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch it, man. You know what I'm saying? And then also, we had another fourth twist. We could talk about reputation. We can go into
I watched a documentary yesterday on this whole scenario. It was a white guy. It was a white guy and an Asian guy. They was contracting for LG, doing 1-800 commercials to give people information to send LG customers. Well, sell LG customers. Asian boy was a gambleraholic. He kept going to Vegas, stunting, paying models to act like he was the guy, spending nights with him in front of the people at the casinos. He would lose $200,000 a night, stealing the money from LG because he had access to the account. He get indicted. He go, you know what I'm saying, before the court. They say, hey, you only way you escape prison if you pay 800,000 back. He was in the LLP, like G was talking about, and you know the only way he can forfeit that money is if his partner sign off. White boy said, I ain't do that. I ain't signing off my part of the money. So you know what Asian homie did? Took him to the middle of the water, chop him up.
Now he sold proprietor at that point. You know what I mean? It just, man, it's so many.
AG. Let me get to the last sentence Keys just said. You said, what again?
Took him to the middle of the water, chopped him up.
Who chopped who up?
Even to this day, still ain't told the family what.
Hold on. Who chopped who up?
The Asian guy chopped the white boy up.
Oh, damn.
Put him in the middle of the water. Ain't telling the family where the body at to this day.
Oh, damn. You just skipped over that, AG, like it wasn't none. He said, chop the body. Yeah, let's go to the next segment. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about that.
That's normal.
He had to pay some money because he was tied in the business. And his partner wouldn't sign off his part of the business.
See, right.
You know what? I think a lot of times though, man.
That scenario right there though is the scenarios of what we talking about when you in business with motherfuckers that you think.
Yeah,
are you
like to be honest, the amount of money is the level of seriousness. To be 100% blunt,
that's
based off the amount of money. Because the more
money, the more, you know what I'm saying, people start looking like, damn, hold on, we raking this in.
$6 million and was only ordered to pay back 800,000.
Come on, man.
He stole 6 M's from LG, the phone company, the whole, and they was just contractors, and they only asked him to pay back 800, and he couldn't get the other half of the bread unless Buddy signed off.
That's just flat out goofy though.
And he didn't want to go to prison.
Ain't no way 80 racks. Ain't no way 80 racks is going, you know what I mean, keep me from
800
racks, AG. That would change your life.
Huh? No, that was the only way he wouldn't go to prison is if he paid 800,000.
But for real, as a real genuine,
what's 800,000 compared to the 6 million that he stole though?
That was he had one hell of a lawyer.
You know what I mean?
Hey, I just want to say this. In real genuine friendship,
his lawyer,
it will be tested. I want to let everybody know that watches this shit right here, man. Real genuine friendship will be tested. And it will be tested to see if it will break or tear. I mean, and if that friend shows improvement,
anything though,
that's how you gonna know what time it is.
Your friendship,
but if you never been through that, if you never been through that with a person in a relationship, then you don't know.
Your friendship should have already went through the test of trials before you even start to even thinking about doing, you know what I mean?
But that's the crazy thing because
you know what I mean?
But that's the crazy thing because even when your friendship do go through the test and trial, at the end of the day, what they say, money is the rule of all evil. So when you start
the love of money,
when you start to get into that mode,
the love of money,
when you start to get into that mode of when you making this bread, and then, like I said, in the Joe Budden situation, everything was all good until them $40-50 million offers started coming on the table. And then once those offers started coming on the table, now conversations is different. Now dudes can't look at the books. Now dudes can't see this. Now dudes can't see that. And now the business, and it was crazy.
That's why I said the amount of money changes everything, bro. That's 45, 50 million, bro. My mom ain't finna look at my books when I got 45 and 50 million on the line. She can't ask me shit.
Yeah, but y'all, it's not the money. The money is not the easy. It's the love
honestly,
of it. It's
in a sense, though, Joe Budden was still, if he's the owner of that podcast,
number one, he right there with me.
Yeah.
Nah, but then though, if Joe Budden is if he's the CEO of that podcast, he did technically have that right.
Nah, because they was in a percentage-based situation.
To not show them the books is not cool.
Yeah. They had access. They had access.
That is different.
Yeah, they had access. Yeah, they had access to the books. Yeah. But when they look at the books and they see a mysterious 400.
Like, you got to get your lawyer to come talk to my lawyer. This ain't.
That's what I'm saying. Now, at that point, and that's what I'm saying. Like, and to me personally, that shouldn't be an issue if we're talking business.
At that point, paperwork should really get reevaluated.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. Because if the business, if we want to keep this friendship and we got that real truth, we should understand the reality that now that big money is coming in, lawyers, paperwork, a lot of shit. And it should be transparent.
And that's what
that's the downfall. That's the downfall. Like, you know what I mean? It's the miseducation, you know what I mean? Miseducation and misunderstanding of what business is, though. You know what I mean? A lot of us, you know what I mean? Like, you hear people, and shout out to everybody that, you know what I mean, throughout this COVID thing, you know what I mean, that's starting their own companies and starting their own business and all that stuff. But a lot of that is the miseducation of, you know what I mean, and understanding of business. You know what I mean? As you were saying, you know what I mean? Hey, the lawyers need to come in. At that point in time, we let the lawyers handle the legalities, you know what I mean? And we remain boys over here. You know what I'm saying? So when the lawyers come back, all right, boom. This by, you know what I mean, by statute, this, you know what I'm saying? You obligated for this, you obligated for that, you know what I mean? All right, boom, hey, it's set. You know what I mean? All right, so let's go have a drink.
You gotta think about it like this. When the amount changed, the percentage has to change. Because let's say they always doing 20, 20, 10 and paying whoever was the, you know what I'm saying, distributor of the rest. 20% of 50 million as opposed to a couple thousand is a total different, you know, fairness.
And you're right, and Keith, and when that amount went up, this shows the greed and the love of money from Joe Budden.
And I was gonna say that's probably where he got exposed at, because
he got exposed right
wasn't willing to be fair with his counterparts.
Why not make sure if it's a $50 million deal, and let's say your boys wanted 15% apiece, so that's 30% of your 50 million. Okay, and these boys then turn into a millionaire. You don't want to see your boys a millionaire, though.
Hey, so that goes back to the
my
friendship.
Thing is,
you know what I'm saying? That goes back to
friendship. That goes back to friendship. That do go back to friendship. Was you really a friend of mine? Was you really my friend?
You were never really a friend, because so you don't want to see me, Greg.
He's been dealing with that his whole career.
Want to see me,
if somebody came and said, hey, you know what I mean, for the Big Money No Problems podcast, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we can offer, you know what I mean, 50 million. Hey man, I'm finna come to the table. Hey, we finna do this offline. You know what I mean? Hey, Joe, they offer 50 million. Let's figure out how we can do this. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Come on now.
Not all the money. I should be multi.
Hey, but look, now you gotta realize the person we talking about. Look at when he was in the rap game, they was getting hit with them 360 deals. So he ain't really got these type of offers before. So
never.
It's new money, which is why I remember when he first started the podcast, it was because he was hating on the little young rappers. Now he getting a little bit of that money.
But then though, I'm gonna speak for myself.
Not even defending him. I'm just
under the assumption that we ain't none of us seen that type of money, no $50 million contract. You know, I ain't seen it before either. That don't mean I'm getting ready to switch up. You know what I'm saying? And be like,
right. but
Nah,
that
I
he
ain't,
been
man.
that
I'm
type
not.
of
I'm not
dude
sharing this
though.
with bro and them.
But yeah,
Because
he always
in the
been
I
reality of it,
expect
in the
he
reality
always
of it,
he
I
always been
expected
that type
nothing less
of
from
dude.
Joe Budden.
Yeah, he always been that
I
type of dude.
expected nothing less from
And
Joe Budden.
but this
But
is
you know
my
how
thing.
greedy,
But
but
hey,
you know how
But this,
selfish.
but this is my thing though. But this is my thing when it comes to that whole scenario. When that type of money start to get involved and you working or you doing stuff with your friends, I think what tends to get lost in certain situations and why certain situations play out in a negative way is because now all of a sudden everybody feel elevated to the same level. Because when you first started this shit, it was already the roles were there. The roles of who was making things happen, who was managing, who was doing this, that, and other. Now all of a sudden, 50, 60 million come on the table. Now we all on the same playing field for some reason. And I think that
see,
tends
and
to
then
hurt
this
those
was key.
relationships.
but the real thing
This
about
go
it
hey,
is, you know what I mean, you can't shut bro and them out. You know what I mean? Because bro and them
At
was
all.
part of your, you know what I'm saying, your road to success.
Your
You know
growth.
what I mean?
Your
Well,
growth.
as Furmane
Exactly.
said earlier, you know what I mean, your road to succeeding. You know what I mean? Success is such a cap on the
And if
word of
they
your
and if
brother.
they
You know what I mean?
and if they're a
I
hundred
like that,
and if they
Furmane. You know what
and
I'm
if
saying?
and if they're a hundred with you and y'all friendship isn't solid, they understand certain percentages is going to be different. Certain people going to see a little bit more than others, but at the same time, everybody going to still be millionaires off of this shit. You get what I'm saying?
Real
And those
deal.
are the foundations and the communications and stuff like that that needs to happen. Like you can't expect everybody
But
to be
you know the travesty.
50 across the table. Like that's not going to happen.
It's not.
But you know the
Somebody's doing
travesty.
more
You know
work
the
than somebody
travesty in
else.
it.
So that work deserves to be paid for.
The,
You feel what I'm saying?
but here's the thing: the travesty in it. The travesty in it is that Joe Budden has probably never had this type of money offered to him, right? And for you to worry about it now when you ain't never had this money before, pay your men, man. You ain't never had this type of money before. Be easy, man.
And then
You
think
know what
about
I'm
it like
saying?
this. You know, hey,
And
the
it's quite
person that's
greedy. It's
offering the
quite
money,
greedy and selfish to me.
dig this though. So, all right, say it's four of us on here. You know what I mean? Which I would just, you know what I mean, just speculating. You know what I'm saying? How because it's two on boards, right? So the person that's offering that contract, they offer the contract for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It might be somebody that sticks out a little bit more to their liking. You know what I mean? Than the other individuals. You know what I mean? And they're going to specify that I like your show because of the, you know what I mean, because of this or because of that. You know what I mean? So you take like us. You know what I mean? Keys is always going to be, you know what I mean, solemn and mean looking and straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? Furmane gonna include some, you know what I mean, some comedy and some, you know what I'm saying, some gestures, you know what I mean. Chuck is gonna be more analytical, you know what I mean. I'm gonna be more, I guess, probably soulful, you know what I'm saying. So when you get that offer, you know what I mean, and you hear, you know what I mean, you hear that this is the reason why they liked it. Hey, that's why that man should, you know what I'm saying, get a little bit more
And that's
bread.
just an honest conversation amongst us that should happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like I tell people, man, I'm not gonna sit here and me and AG was doing our thing before this, but we're not gonna sit here and not be naive to the point that once we started doing this barbershop heavy, downloads start getting heavy. People start fucking with everybody on this podcast right now in its chat. So we not naive to sit here and be like, if somebody was to offers what we offers, that yeah, it wouldn't be conversations behind the scenes. Now the public may not know what the fuck really going on, but at the
Right.
same time, behind the scenes, we should be able to know, like, all right, yeah, we understand what this person is looking for, what they like, and how that shit should work, and how that money should be divvied out. You know what I'm saying? And those are real conversations. So when I looked at the Joe Budden situation, people understood who Joe Budden was. We know he the name because he the rapper. Everybody know who he is. But at the same time, people was loving the podcast because of the two counterparts you had on the show. So it's no way possible that you can sit here and say, Joe, them dudes don't deserve, they just do. Because you're just the name on the show. And then you sit here and publicly kind of like make these niggas look like they just nothing. And I was like, damn, that's fucked up. Like these niggas was with you from the beginning of this shit. They helped build this shit.
Hey, so
And
did
for you to
they
sit
threaten
here
him with any type of lawsuits though?
and dog, with the way they broke it down, because the people, like I look at Joe Budden, he a funny nigga. And he like to kind of put certain information out there, but probably not too much of the real, because he still stay in character a lot. But when you look at them, when I seen the conversations with them, was kind of seemed a little bit more solid than what they was talking about. They was more so like, we know who Joe Budden is. We know he the face and what he does in terms of this. They was like, dog, all we was trying to do was just see the books and just, hey, let us just get that little bit of just do. They wasn't asking for too much of nothing. They didn't want partnership in the motherfucking show. They didn't want any of that shit.
It was like, there was more main gripe for leaving. I'm gonna tell you, it was respect.
It was disrespect.
It was what? If disrespecting is in the building, I shouldn't be here. If respect is not here, I shouldn't be here. And you know what?
And this whole thought process.
Hey, I apologize, he absolutely right, man.
This whole thought process was
no regathering from it. Hey, I'd have slapped him with the lawsuit. You know what I mean? Got my money and branched off and did the whole, you know what I mean? My own thing.
My whole thought process was, you don't do homies who solid with you from the beginning like that. He said when he went to Joe and was like, dog, and Joe told him straight up, you ain't got no say so in this podcast. Like, who is you basically? And it was like,
he treated him like a boy. He treated him like a boy.
I was like, damn. And he was we got a percentage-based contract, which means that we are still part of percentages of what goes on in this podcast. And then when we come and talk to you about certain things and certain avenues of where we trying to go and how we trying to see bread, because like you said, lawyers looked at the books. And when they lawyers looked at the books and you see a discrepancy of 400,000 missing somewhere, you like, hold up. Where the fuck is money at? How come we ain't seeing none of this money? That's a conversation to have. And right after that, they was like, Joe Budden was like, nah, y'all can't look at the books.
Joe Budden.
Awesome fair shit. How am I gonna get my proper percentage?
He done went and bought a couple of females some asses or something. You know what I mean? That's why he
but like he said though, when you so used to getting fucked in the rap game, he thought he could bring that type of mentality that these two young men was gonna take that shit.
Yeah.
Nah, them niggas didn't take that shit.
That sounds like that sounds like the Willie Lynch letter to me, man.
It sounds like, you know what I mean, total and complete disrespect. You know what I'm saying?
Man. So I was like, so when you hear the story, kind of both sides, and you see
50 mil to change a lot of people.
Oh man,
it'll make the strongest person weak though. Yeah. You really have to have a strong level of situation. You know what?
I'd have seen $200. I'd have seen $200 change people. You know what I mean? Let alone 50 million. You know what I'm saying?
I've never had 50 mil in my life. So what do I look like not giving up 10 mil a piece to my co-host?
Come on, man. I'm still
10 mil a piece. What if they wanted 10?
It's not like you're saying dollars. You know what I mean? You ain't saying $10, you know what I'm saying? You talking about 10 mil. I'm still 30 mil.
But still, if I got 30 mil and the bills, because you know he got the bills to pay.
Yeah.
Why you never had this type of money before, sir? Why are you mad? Get these boys these 10 mil, man, and get your 30 and keep it fucking moving.
And like I said, where I was kind of pissed off a little bit about the situation was how Joe pretty much carried it after all that. Because now it's obvious that you son these niggas. You only looked at them as how you looked at them. And then at the same time, you won't even allow these niggas to go out here and do their own shit to build their own brand. Talking about you gonna sue these motherfuckers if they start their podcast. I'm like, damn. If you ain't had nothing, if you gonna disrespect
that right there is the point where
you know what I mean?
Hold on, dig. That right there is the point where, you know what I mean, Key's gonna feel me on this one.
I already know where you from.
You done.
Hey, we straight wrapped up, boy. Hey, hold on,
you
what?
Done, motherfucker. I mean, like,
we straight up turned into Jackson, old boy.
Come on now, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you done. I mean, the same way that 50 million caused that amount of greed for you to make you disrespect me is the same way the thought of having, you know what I'm saying, that $50 million offer, you gonna son me, and you ain't gonna pay me.
And then you gonna stop me, and then you gonna still try to stop me from making money outside of this.
I'm gonna tell you
after
what,
you
bro.
done disrespected me on camera.
Whole time
I don't do nothing. Hey, I don't
You get what I'm saying?
I don't do nothing illegal. I don't do nothing illegal,
now.
and I would
Cut
advise
that
nobody
thing
else to
back.
do anything illegal. But you know what I mean? In situations
Yo,
like
if
that,
kids is in your face,
your
you gonna cut
podcast
the check, man.
dig this. Your podcast will never be visual again. I tell you that. You know what I mean? You'll never show your face on TV
You gotta
again.
see these niggas face to face. Yo, I'm leaving this
You're gonna
shit.
be
Yo,
disfigured,
The
bro.
bullshit, man.
I real life
Straight
stand on it. Like, it was one real life situation, no names. Some people, we was all in business together. Somebody said what they was gonna do with the money on their own. We was all like, and they all sitting having conversations. I don't have conversations. The whole show going on, middle of the show, I'm right, like the safe was right behind the bar. I'm like, I'm finna protect the money so we can discuss together what we gonna do with the money, because what he talking about ain't what it is. So I'm like, well, y'all ready? Come find me. And I'm like, nah, we ain't finna go out like that. I ain't handling no lawyers, and we ain't going to no court cases. Like, we gonna handle this the way we saw it. And then I want to ask a question.
Right.
Straight like that.
Straight
That
like
sound like a nigga protecting the door money.
Straight like
it
that.
was non-negotiable.
He like, I ain't going nowhere, and I ain't mad at it. I've
They
been there.
wanted to have talks and
But,
stuff. I'm like, nah, we gonna decide right here and right now.
Because I feel like, in my opinion,
levels of men, though. You know what I'm saying? Because at the point when he wouldn't have let me see the books, and knowing that, you know, I mean, the contract amongst us is percentage based.
And I need to see the numbers.
we done came to blows in that office. You know what I mean? Anyway, I mean, you gonna show me that damn book, man.
Because I feel like
you gonna show me that damn book, bro.
I feel like in a situation like that,
Joe Budden turned in a $1 bill on there.
Yeah, he damn sure did. I feel like I feel like in a situation like that, even if it reached to the level of that point to where it gets serious like that, that's recoverable. You get what I'm saying? In terms of trying to build that friendship back, that's recoverable because we fought it out and we did what we needed to do. When you start to get the laws involved and the lawyers involved, that shit ain't recoverable. That's it. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Like,
my question is,
no way
wasn't the $50 million deal because of all of them?
It was because of all of them. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't because of just you.
And that's what that's what I was alluding to earlier. You know what I mean? That's what I was alluding to earlier.
But,
you know what I mean? Hey, bro, you wasn't sitting on this platform by yourself. You was not sitting on this platform by yourself. It was the
But to his credit, Joe Budden got the deal. To his credit, Joe Budden did the deal. He got the deal. Rory and Maul didn't do anything with the deal. Joe Budden got the deal for Joe Budden TV. So he deserved the lion's share.
Of course.
I'm not mad at that.
Which is understood.
But pay your men accordingly.
Don't shy them. You know what I'm saying? Don't shy them, though. You know what I mean?
Right, do them right. And another thing. I'm in a situation right now, and I ain't gonna drop no names or nothing like that.
If Chuck came
I'm in a situation right now, just like that. I'm in a situation right now, just like that I'm doing business with a club, right? And I dropped $1,000. I cranked the club. You know, it's all on Furmane Entertainment, man. Y'all can check it out, man. And let me tell you something. The only thing, I didn't ask for the owner to pay me. I don't want no money. I get money. But what I want to see is the books. And one thing I want to thank her is she sent me the numbers. And she continues to send me the numbers because I want to see my value in that club. I want to see my value. And for the fact that she did that means the world to me. Because if I'm not asking you for no money, then you should definitely be showing me the books.
You know what I'm saying? Out of appreciation. You know what I mean?
Especially out of appreciation.
If I'm not asking, you know, I ain't bopping you upside the head like, because hey, you can clearly, especially in the club scene, you can clearly visually see I'm packing this motherfucker out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm keeping
I'm
them.
bringing
Not
you,
only that,
I'm bringing you more business. You know what I'm saying?
Keeping them here. I'm keeping them here longer to buy more drinks.
Yep.
To spend at your bar. I'm keeping them here longer. I'm entertaining them longer. I'm building a rapport. I'm sitting with them. I'm dancing with them, taking pictures with them. I'm keeping them here longer. As a matter of fact, people came back and said, yo, I'm here because of Furmane.
But you know what? It's weird, man. It's weird, man. You know, when shit like that happens, man, it's weird. It's funny how people get. You know what I mean? I have a scenario, you know what I mean, it's some years back. You know what I mean? When we had the whole entertainment company, real recognized real Section 8 entertainment, you know what I'm saying, all of that. And we had this one spot we was going to, you know what I mean? And they was doing open mic. Now the club, it was cool, but we was in there every Sunday and we started, I mean, like, we in there performing and whatnot. We packing it out. You know what I mean? Shout out to DJ King Punk ass. It was his ass that was hosting it. You know what I'm saying? We had to exchange some words, you know what I mean? So this was like our livelihood. You feel what I'm saying? So he was like, we I mean, man, when I tell you we packed the joint out, packed it out, had everybody coming in. And he didn't do the open mic night because he was, you know what I mean, in the back lot getting some hair from a little young bride. You know what I mean? I'm talking about, man, when he came back, I was like, bro, what happened? Oh, I was getting hair from Shorty in the back. Man, hey, my homeboy said to grab me. So, bro, you mean that, you know what I mean? Our agreement was that we are performing tonight. So we can't perform because you was back in the back lot getting some hair? Nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it was that whole thing. What I guess what I'm getting to is the whole point of your club, your party being packed out now. Now you got a whole certain, you know what I mean, level about yourself. You know what I mean? Now you think you up here, you know what I'm saying? But we the ones that just brought you up here. You know what I mean? We raised your bar. Nigga, you ain't raised your bar. We raised it. You know what I mean? So out of respect for us raising your bar, and then but you should have catered to us. You know what I mean? That's why you almost caught an ass whooping that night.
Crazy, bro.
Crazy.
Yo, I want to say a shout outs to DJ Best Friend, man. I want to say a shout out to DJ Best Friend, man. And social entertainment, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. They had plenty of people on the microphone, but they ain't never had nobody. So I do want to say a shout out to them, Ocean's Lounge, social entertainment, and DJ Best Friend. Yeah, big money.
I'll be out there in the next month to Oceans to check Furmane on the mic. You know what I'm saying? I'll be out there.
And y'all ain't gotta buy a fucking drink. It's on me.
I'm with it.
Hey man,
you know I'm coming out there anyway.
But you gotta come to the table. You gotta come to the bar with the doing the dance you was doing, man, with the, you know what I mean, with the sparkling bottle and shit. You got come to the table like that.
I was the bar lady that day, man. They were man. They ain't never seen a bar man like me, man. No bullshit. Yo, I was dancing for the ladies and everything. I don't care no more. They shouldn't have never let me sleep on the concrete. That's the last thing they should have let me do.
Hey, before we good conversation. Hey, good conversation, man. But before we close, man, we wanted to touch on because Keys, we talked about this probably a little earlier, man. Hey, that young Bonnie and Clyde out there in Florida. Yeah. Them youngies was like, they ain't going back no more.
I've been in the system. I want to know out of all them sheriffs out there, nobody feared for their life. And it was actually
guns. What I'm saying?
It was actually guns this time.
You get what I'm saying?
Feared for their life.
Nobody was feared for their life.
And nobody died.
And they hear that only one sheriff, shout out to the lady cop, ladies always showing up all the men. She's the only one that returned fire and actually shot the girl shooter.
That's crazy. But a black man with no weapon putting his hands out the window,
get towed off,
get sheltered. Oh my! I don't know.
Get the Queen Latifah special.
Hey, you already know.
Y'all know. Look. Y'all know. I'm always with the unpopular opinion when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, them type of situations. You know what I mean? But I ain't even gonna lie. I'm dumbfounded. That's just flat out ridiculous. You know what I mean? Come on now. You know what I mean? That's just flat out ridiculous, man. We got to do better. You know what I mean?
They would have
But
turned one
now,
of us to chicken
now
noodle soup over.
hey, you gonna hear my unpopular
Yeah.
opinion on this though, too, though. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell, you know what I mean, all my people out there, all our listeners out there, you know what I mean? You know, the reason why that shit don't change is because we are not consistent. You know what I'm saying? We only activate when a situation arises. After the situation is dead, we go dormant too. You know what I mean? If you're gonna be a part of this movement, you know what I mean, to change and rearrange society and rearrange, you know what I mean, the way that we treat it out here, that has to be an ongoing situation. You know what I mean? Even when the waters are serene, you still have to be in the uproar. You know what I mean? You can't just get in the uproar incidentally. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why we're not taking serious, because as whatever have the media, you know what I mean, kind of dormant, you know what I'm saying, or however just kind of, you know what I mean, dies out within itself, we just kind of die out and we start going talking about, you know what I mean, the regular, you know what I mean, mundane day-to-day bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That cannot die. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why it's not going nowhere. And it ain't gonna go nowhere until we, again, you know, Chuck, no. I'm always say, you know what I mean, the problem lies with self, even when it don't lie with self. You know what I'm saying? It still lies with self. We are not continuously doing what we need to do in order to solve that problem. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts. All facts. So as we close, man, good way to close, man. So as we close, man, just wait, Keys, let them know how they can reach you about these streets.
And all platforms, man. 88K3YZ, Facebook, IG, Twitter. I'm everywhere.
Already. Check out the
I need a
albums
TikTok,
and everything.
though, man. I gotta get a TikTok.
Yeah, that's what I say. We might have to do a BMNP TikTok, man.
Hey, you know what? I got one set up too.
I'm not discounting nothing.
Put
If
it
it
on there. You
can
know
get
what?
exposure, I'm with it.
Keys, hey, matter of fact,
free.
you know what I mean? Yeah, I got one
free.
set up. You know what I mean? Hey, we're gonna need some music to put behind it. You know what I mean? But we can run that. You know what I mean? Soon as probably next week. Shit.
Yeah. Go ahead, Furmane. Let them know what's good.
BMNP, TikTok coming soon.
Yes, sir.
I already know what it is, man. Shout outs to Big Money No Problems Talk podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not gonna hit, y'all can't hit me on the cell phone, man. If you don't know my house number, then you can't reach me.
Hey, I bet you won't show them the VTech. I bet you won't show them the VTech.
Yo, this is my time, AG.
I bet you won't show them the
This is my
VTech though.
time. Let me get my time.
Hey, bro,
you already know what it is, man. Instagram Furmane Entertainment, man.
Hey, Furmane,
come get with the lit spot over here, man.
Hey, is the caller ID separate from the phone still?
Why is Key still talking? This nigga Key, he is interrupting the introduction, outroduction, everything.
Because I want you to show them the caller ID from Ameritech, man. So,
I got you. 1 minute. You know what? No, this is my house phone. Right here. You said, and you know the name. You said VTech, Meritech, whatever you want to call it. Shout out to you. Free advertisement for y'all. Yo, if you don't have a cordless phone in your house or landline, you're fucking up.
So you can slam the phone.
Yo, you fucking up, man. Get you a house phone, man.
Nah, bro. I'm
good. Hey, man. Hey, good show, man. I know. Hey, my bad, Chuck. I stole your line. You know, you supposed to say that. Good show. But dig. No, we appreciate everybody tune in.
Stealing from their homies. Look at them. We already on it.
Yep.
But we just talked about it.
All right, let me go for this turn into a roast session. Hold on. Now, y'all know what it is. Big Money No Problems Talk podcast. You know what I mean? Hey, I want to welcome the homie Chuck back in the States. You know what I'm saying? Back in the States from over there at Qatar. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Safe and sound. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Especially with all that, you know what I mean, that warfare going on over there. You know what I mean? So
hell yeah.
Hey, welcome the homie back. You know what I mean? So but y'all know what it is, man. Big Money No Problems Talk podcast. You can find us on IG. You know what I mean? BMNP_ENT. You can find us on Twitter, BMNP_podcast, Facebook, Big Money No Problems Entertainment, SoundCloud, Big Money No Problems Casting. You know what I mean? We on all major platforms. Catch us, as Chuck said at the beginning of the show, on One United Radio, 92 KLs. You know what I'm saying? We out here. Hey, look out for, you know what I'm saying, the Big Money apparel coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Look out for the Majestic Mind State coming soon. It's about to go down, you know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we back here up in these states, and I feel good to be back. And we got a whole bunch going on. Get ready. We got about 3 episodes that's about to drop within like next week. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, just be prepared for a lot of stuff just hitting. We doing what we doing. Staying solid, man. Hey, y'all about to see all of us in this shot right here together somewhere in DC, Chicago, one of these places. We all gonna be somewhere together. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere.
That's gonna be crazy. So, hey, that's
we
gonna
all
be
back.
Crazy.
Yeah. So just be prepared for that. Other than that, though, man, hey, continue to support us, continue to watch us, man. Hey, I'm about to get to watching some of these playoffs. Hey, me and Furmane, we got some sports stuff we want to talk about coming up, especially when it comes to this Kwame Brown and all that good stuff.
Kwame Brown and Damian Lillard. And Damian Lillard, we can't forget that. Lord.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Damn.
His clapback's crazy.
It's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
so
it's crazy.
I have never.
I don't even watch sports, but you know, it's crazy.
Yeah. But definitely continue to support us, man. Hey, salute to everybody up in here, man. Go ahead and hey, I'm about to get to some b-ball watching, but hey, what y'all gotta do, man. As I always say, man, stay blessed, stay safe. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.